Today I made meatloaf. Look at all those random ingredients, right? Recipe calls for 3 pounds of meat, of ground meat. I happen to just have hamburger, no turkey this time, so went with what I had. Add in your eggs scrambled up. You just add everything in a bowl and mix it together. Yes, I use a meatloaf packet. I like the flavor. I don't know, I can't seem to duplicate it with my spices, so there you go. Um, in this case, I happen to have some oatmeal, like old-fashioned oats oatmeal that I had ground up for the oatmeal cookie recipe. So I just use that instead. Use what you have, right? But certainly breadcrumbs will work. And then a couple of tablespoons of tomato paste and chicken broth in there. Of course, I dropped it. So, again, this is something that I will make on the weeks where I've used like, a half of one of the big things of broth, or I have a half an open can of tomato paste. So, ugh, and then go in with your hands. It's so disgusting. It's probably why I hardly make it because I have to touch meat, but it's absolutely worth the finished product. To test your the flavor before you bake it, you can make a little patty and fry it up, and then check it before you waste a whole meatloaf if the seasoning is off, which I thought was a great idea. And then you're just gonna gather it together and put it in your loaf pan. You want it to be like packed in there, but not pushed in too tight, but you don't want it to be too loose. And then flatten it. I know people will take things and they'll kind of put a curve on the top. I just don't think it cooks evenly that way. So I flatten it down. Um, and on this night, the children dug into it before I could get a picture, but trust me, it looked good. So just spread it with tomato paste and then bake it at 375 uncovered for about an hour and 40 minutes or until it reaches 170.